Hello Man United fans. You are welcome to the channel, home of Manchester United Daily News. Erik Ten Hag praises 4 players who helped Manchester United end trophy drought. Erik Ten Hag lauded Lisandro Martinez for the impact he has had on Manchester United since his arrival from Ajax. Martinez started in United's 2-0 League Cup final win over Newcastle as the club secured their first trophy since the Europa League in May 2017. United signed Martinez from Ajax for £55.3 million in July, and he has overcome a chastening start to establish himself as a cult hero among United fans. Antony followed Martinez to United from Ajax, having won 2 Eredivisie titles with Ten Hag, and the United manager believes United have benefited from recruiting players accustomed to lifting silverware. Before the game you asked me about the influence of Casemiro and Rafa Varane. They know how to win trophies. Look at all the Champions League wins they had, Ten Hag said. But I think Martinez, I had him in Ajax, won trophies with him, the same with Antony. You need that personality and typical character in your squad to win in the end. Martinez is definitely one of them. You can count on him and you can rely on him, and he showed that again today. That bond together with Rafa is really strong. As a manager on the sidelines, you are composed and can have confidence they will sort it out. Ten Hag was filmed dancing with Martinez and Antony as United savoured the triumph with their matchgoers after the final whistle and promised to showcase it again if they are similarly successful in the future. We have a history together, Licha and Antony, Ten Hag explained. In Amsterdam, we did some dancing and I hope we can do it even more in the future. Therefore we have to invest, we have to sacrifice, we have to suffer every day to win trophies. Manchester United issue statement on Marcus Rashford goal versus Newcastle. Marcus Rashford has admitted that he achieved a lifelong dream on Sunday after it was confirmed that Manchester United's second goal in the Carabao Cup final was awarded to him. Initially, the strike at Wembley went down as an own goal from Sven Botman as Rashford's strike deflected off the defender and over Loris Karius in the Newcastle goal. However, upon review by the EFL, the decision was made to award the informed striker the goal instead. The strike marked Rashford's 25th goal of an impressive season, and late last night, the 25-year-old took to social media to mark the occasion. He tweeted, "A moment you dream of all your life. Scoring for the club you support in a cup final. That one is for the fans." A statement on United's website said, Manchester United can confirm Marcus Rashford has been officially credited with the second goal in the Carabao Cup final win over Newcastle United. The club has received clarification that Rashford is indeed the goal scorer as his shot was deemed to be on target by the various match officials at Wembley. Before the EFL made their final decision on Rashford's attempt, Roy Keane informed the forward that his strike was given as an own goal. Rashford told Sky Sports that he would be claiming it anyway. He added, "It's a mixture of all emotions, but it's massive for us to be involved in these types of games and something we've missed as a club. Hopefully it pushes us to keep going. The hunger is to have more moments like this. I've been in finals we've won and lost, and when you win it's massive for the club and as individuals and part of the club's history, and we want to keep adding to it. We want to be involved in a lot of games, and that means staying in all of the competitions we're in. I'm happy and buzzing with the result. The boys and staff have all put a lot of work in to get here. The manager wants us to play attacking football, and with that comes mixing positions. It's something we've worked on but comes naturally as well to a lot of our forward players." Luke Shaw explains why Manchester United players did not get a day off after winning Carabao Cup. Manchester United left-back Luke Shaw has set the target of trying to win the FA Cup this season following Sunday's Carabao Cup final triumph over Newcastle United at Wembley. United ended their 6-year wait for a trophy with a fairly comfortable 2-0 win over the Magpies, thanks to first-half goals from Casemiro and Marcus Rashford. The Reds, justifiably, celebrated on the Wembley turf in front of their army of supporters, while manager Erik Ten Hag was even spotted dancing with summer signings Lisandro Martinez and Antony. But despite the jubilation Sunday's victory brought for the whole club, the players were back on the grass at their Carrington training base by Monday lunchtime, putting plans in place for Wednesday night's FA Cup fifth-round tussle with West Ham United at Old Trafford. Shaw told Sky Sports, "I think obviously we don't want to look too far. I think of course the game is a really big game on Wednesday. It's a competition that, of course, we want to look to win. I think that's why we're in today Monday. There's no days off. There was not really many celebrations last night, so I think full focus after that was just to make sure that we come in today and prepare for that game because, like I said, it's a competition that we want to stay involved in. We know it's going to be a tough test against West Ham. United will use the game against the Hammers as an opportunity to build on Sunday's Wembley triumph. And speaking in the immediate aftermath of the win over Newcastle, Shaw felt it was important to recognize the key roles that those behind the scenes play as well. I think, sometimes, people find it is easy to forget about the people who are not on the pitch, Shaw told Sky Sports. I have been here a long time now and I have had a lot of good moments and a lot of bad ones and they have always stuck by me when I have been inside the training ground. They deserve this as much as us the players. Sir Alex Ferguson names Marcus Rashford's best position and sets task for Erik ten Hag. Sir Alex Ferguson believes Marcus Rashford's best position is from the left wing, rather than as the central striker, and has encouraged Erik ten Hag to find another goal threat to share the goal-scoring burden. Rashford was awarded United's second goal of the 2-0 Carabao Cup final victory over Newcastle on Sunday after the effort was initially chalked as an own goal from Sven Botman. It means the 25-year-old now has 25 goals to his name this season, having scored 17 times in his 19 outings since the World Cup, where he netted 3 times for the England international. Sir Alex was at Wembley for the final and met Erik ten Hag in the tunnel after the trophy lift. The United icon was then invited into the dressing room for the celebrations by ten Hag as the club celebrated its 4th piece of silverware since his retirement in 2013. Rashford's goal was his first in a major final and came while he was playing on the left. Sir Alex believes the flank is where Rashford performs best as opposed to the leading frontman, a role he's played several times in recent weeks. Speaking to Sky Sports, Sir Alex said, "I don't think he's a striker. He operates from the left-hand side fantastic, his finishing is always good, always keeps his shots down which is really important for a striker and he's in a great vein of form. Rashford is comfortably the club's top scorer this season, having scored 18 more than second-place Bruno Fernandes in the Reds scoring charts." Sir Alex suggested that another goal-getter is needed going forward so Rashford does not shoulder all of the scoring onus. He added, "Unfortunately for us, Rashford is the main source of goals, we could do with an extra one, but he's doing it." United are expected to hunt for a marquee striker this summer with Tottenham's Harry Kane and 21-goal Napoli star Victor Osimhen on ten Hag's list of potential targets. Mohamed Kudus of Ajax and Portugal World Cup hat-trick hero Goncalo Ramos of Benfica are also of interest. Erik ten Hag has promised Manchester United supporters, "There will be no complacency in our desire to return this club back to where we want to be." United ended a trophy drought that had strayed close to 6 years with victory over Newcastle in the League Cup final and ten Hag is the 8th manager to have secured a major honour in the club's history. In an address to United followers, ten Hag wrote, "To all Manchester United supporters, I wanted to take the time to address you directly this morning. When I arrived at the club, we spoke about the challenge and importance of reuniting this group of players with our amazing fans. Believe me, this squad knows exactly how important you are. The bond between the supporters and the team is there for everyone to see and what we experienced together yesterday will only further strengthen that bond. The atmosphere generated by those of you at Wembley was incredible. From the first minute until the last you were there with us, driving the team on, supporting and encouraging them to get over the line to bring the trophy back to Manchester. For those of you who couldn't be there, we felt your support before, during and after the game. Know that each and every one of you will always play your part in this team being successful. I am proud of my players and staff for their preparation and performances. Yesterday, we saw the required desire, spirit and determination that we must demand of everyone who represents Manchester United. We set ourselves high standards every day. At Wembley we met those demands and got the reward of our first trophy together. We know the importance of silverware throughout the history of this great club. We are so happy to bring the trophy back to Old Trafford, but we are by no means satisfied and we will not stop here. Together we have experienced the feeling of what it means to win together for Manchester United. It is truly magnificent and will only make each of us hungrier for more success. This group has made great strides in the last few months, but there is still a lot more to come. I can assure you that everyone at Carrington will be working constantly because we know that this club and you, our supporters, deserve more great days like this. We will go back to work today, with full focus now on preparing to face West Ham in the FA Cup on Wednesday evening. There will be no complacency in our desire to return this club back to where we want to be. Please know that you are vital to what we want to achieve and take yesterday as proof of what can happen when we are all united together. Thank you for your support and dedication, Erik Ten Hag. What Erik Ten Hag told Antony after Manchester United won Carabao Cup. Erik Ten Hag and Antony told each other there's more to come after embracing on the Wembley pitch following Manchester United's Carabao Cup final win against Newcastle. It was United's first trophy under Ten Hag, but it was the fourth time the Dutchman has won silverware alongside Antony, having shared 2 Eredivisie triumphs and a Dutch Cup success in 2 years at Ajax. Ten Hag campaigned hard to bring the Brazilian winger with him to Old Trafford in the summer, and Antony has been delighted to continue his working relationship with a manager who has been influential in his career. Having won the Carabao Cup, United are still in with a chance of winning the Premier League, FA Cup and Europa League, and Antony has praised the contribution Ten Hag is making to the club. Erik is essential. His energy, confidence, intelligence and strategy are incredible, he said. Everything he tells us before the match does happen on the pitch, so he's part of this. It's my 4th trophy alongside him. We hugged after the match and he said there's more to come. We have the same mentality. Ten Hag has helped transform the spirit in the dressing room this season, and the unity was on show during the celebrations at Wembley. Antony believes the environment created at the club is starting to point United back in the right direction, and he is confident this group of players will be the ones to restore United to greatness. This group of players is amazing. We're very united. When you have a good environment between players and staff, you can't go wrong, he said. I'm not one to be happy with little. I want trophies and everything, and there are a lot of players that also think like that. This mentality is spreading within the squad and everyone is rowing the boat towards the same direction. I'm very happy to win my first title here in my first season. Since the beginning I was certain this group would put United back where it deserves. People need to respect this great club again. It's the first trophy of many to come. David De Gea reacts to breaking Manchester United record in Carabao Cup win. David De Gea spoke of his pride after he set the record for the most clean sheets in the history of Manchester United in the Carabao Cup final win over Newcastle. The Spaniard made history with his 181st clean sheet for the club to go ahead of Peter Schmeichel in the all-time leaderboard for the club. De Gea did not have a particularly busy day in goal, but did make a few impressive stops to ensure that United held on for the win at Wembley on Sunday afternoon. It gave the 32-year-old extra reason to celebrate at full-time, and after the match, De Gea was asked how he felt to have finally broken the clean sheet record. I feel a bit emotional, he told MUTV at full-time. I feel happy, proud of the team as well. Fans, so happy for them. A great day. It was the perfect day to keep a clean sheet in a final. I think we showed we are a good team, we performed really well, we deserve to win the cup, and let's keep going. I am feeling great. It is the perfect day to break the record. To keep a clean sheet in a final is never easy. I am so happy. Fred dedicates Manchester United win to Erik Ten Hag and Sir Alex Ferguson. Fred paid tribute to Erik Ten Hag and Sir Alex Ferguson after Manchester United defeated Newcastle to win the Carabao Cup at the weekend. The Brazilian midfielder started the final, and goals from Casemiro and Marcus Rashford earned United a 2-0 victory underneath the Wembley arch. United's victory brought to an end the club's 6-year wait for a trophy, and also secured manager Ten Hag a piece of silverware at the first time of asking. Fred spoke glowingly of his manager and the key role he has played at the club since taking over last summer. Erik is a great manager, Fred said. He came to help and all of us embrace his ideas. He's strict with details like punctuality, eating, sleep. On the pitch, tactically, everyone is seeing now what he is capable of. He's one of the people that deserve the most this trophy. Ten Hag invited Ferguson into the dressing room to celebrate with the squad at full-time, and Fred was also keen to praise the legendary manager. He added, "Sir Alex is always with us at the training ground and today wasn't different here. He's a fantastic guy, one of the best managers in the history of football, and this title is also for him." He believes I'm a top centre-half. Manchester United captain Harry Maguire opens up on Erik ten Hag talks. Harry Maguire is willing to fight for his place in the Manchester United side, having been told by Erik ten Hag that he is good enough to force his way into his team. The club captain lifted his first piece of silverware since joining United on Sunday, but he came on for only the final 2 minutes, plus stoppages, of the Carabao Cup success against Newcastle and shared trophy duties with Bruno Fernandes, who was skipper on the day. Maguire has started just 9 of the 40 games United have played under Ten Hag this season, and he hasn't played back-to-back games since the first 2 fixtures of the season, which resulted in defeats to Brighton and Brentford. Since then, Rafael Varane and Lisandro Martinez have forged a partnership at centre-back, and Ten Hag's desire to have a left footer in the centre of defence has meant Maguire has been fighting for a place against Varane and Victor Lindelof, with Luke Shaw now seemingly back up to Martinez. But Maguire, who has now come off the bench 8 times in the 80th minute or later this season, said he speaks to Ten Hag daily and retains the faith of the Dutchman. "I think he has been asked numerous times about my role in interviews, and he tells me honestly, he believes in me, but this is football," he said. "The lads who are playing and starting, Rafa is playing really well, and we have seen his ideas, the manager. What he wants, and he does like a left-footed centre-back playing, so no, it's high competition for places. This is Manchester United. We want to win trophies, and big trophies, and to do that you need competition for places, and the manager speaks to me daily and he really respects me and believes that I am a top centre-half with all the attributes to play in his team, but also he understands that the players who are playing, and I understand that the players who are playing very well." Maguire remains club captain at Old Trafford, but it is Fernandes who has worn the armband in his absence on matchday this season. The Carabao Cup is the first trophy United have won since Maguire joined from Leicester City for £80 million in 2019, and the first major medal of his career. Despite not being able to start the game, the 29-year-old was still proud of the achievement. "I don't have any mixed emotions. It's been so long since the club won a trophy. It's a really good day for the club and the fans," he said. "I am club captain and my main job is to move this club forward and to bring success back to the club, and Sunday has been part of it. Obviously, I am a footballer who wants to play games and I want to lead the boys out of the tunnel at the start of the game, but also, like I said, I understand this is part and parcel of football when you play at the top level and you have got huge competition for places. It's a real good day for the club and for me, and a proud day for my family who were in the stands and saw me lift my first trophy for Manchester United." The Carabao Cup was United's first piece of silverware since 2017 and was described as a really important step for the club by Maguire, who also praised the impact Ten Hag is having. "I think winning games breeds confidence and a good atmosphere amongst the fans in the club," he said. "We are all pulling in the same direction, we all want the same thing, we have got a good squad, good competition for places, and the manager's made a big impact on the style of play and in the demands he brings. It seems to be going in a good place. I think coming back from the World Cup we have started to play really well. Before the World Cup we had great fight and spirit, but we didn't really put in the actions that the manager wanted," he said. "But since the World Cup we did that. We are in 4 competitions, 3 now because we have won 1, and it's going to be tough to win all 4, but whilst we are in them we go into every game trying to win it, starting with Wednesday." Fans, this is the roundup of today's news. In this channel, you are guaranteed to get the latest news on Manchester United. So, if you are new here, consider subscribing so that you can get daily news delivered to you directly. And please, share this video to other Manchester United fans. Thank you for watching. Till next time.